Everyone, you'll be glad to know this is take 2 of this video because I filmed it the wrong direction. So today's simple fix series video that we're going to be working on is the follow through or the push through on the jerk. All right, 2 things that this helps with is A, it helps you push down against the bar into a nice solid lockout position. It also allows you to fully use your rack position in the best way to keep a tight rack position and drive the bar in the direction you want. So what I mean by push through is just like our lifts, we get to an extension point and we pull ourselves under. In the jerk and jerk variants, you drive as hard as you can, but then you actually start to push yourself under. So what happens is a lot of athletes will sit there in their jerk and they will have a really good setup. They will dip and drive really nicely, and they even transfer the energy through their trunk into the shoulders, into the bar to lob it off of us. But then it's kind of like in this weird float phase, and we don't finish the execution of the movement. So what I mean by follow through or pushing out of the dip is we set up, and as we hit the bottom of that dip and we start to change direction, we want to bring the bar with us as we're also pushing up into it. So from here, we dip and we start pushing here. Start pushing straight up and in hopes to guide that bar into that up and over position, not here and just use our legs to pop the bar off us and then wait for it and push. That's a really big pitfall a lot of beginners and advanced athletes end up doing, is they just use their legs, they don't use their arms to finish this movement off. So what that looks like, it's a little hard to see, but you get this nice, you get a floaty jerk is kind of what I call it. Versus a nice follow through jerk is a totally different speed. The other thing that this fixes is the arm rebend, as I call it, or the wobble. So athletes, because they're not locked up into the bar, they get this little elbow tweak or like bend that they get called on in competitions. That, by pushing down and against that bar, you push yourself into a locked out, extended position that judges aren't going to call or even notice. The biggest thing with this that I talked about earlier is it also saves our rack position, because when we go down and we go to drive, if we don't have this part of our body doing anything, we are going to be susceptible to the weight doing what it wants. So we could dip and have this happen, which is going to fling the bar in front of us. Versus if we go down and we start pushing up, all this gets activated and we drive that bar where we want to go. So guys, it would behoove you, I like that word, military word I learned, behoove you to drive out of your jerks and keep driving until those judges say down.